All right, guys, I'm gonna try to do this as quick as possible. Um, been getting a lot done. Haven't really been documenting everything, but kind of run you guys through it. So starting up front, everything pretty much stayed the same. I got the motor back in. Um, I decided to run everything on the outside. Like I said, they keep making different control packs, and all of them have been different. I haven't seen one that's the same. This particular one for the Gen 2 is different. It's a lot shorter than the one I had before. They don't include a lot of the wiring. They don't have anything for the AC, so you're going to have to wire everything separately if you are running AC. Now, I decided to put it out here in the engine bay because, one, I don't have a shaved engine bay. Honestly, I can't do it myself. I don't know how to paint. I'm really mediocre at welding. So, I mean, doesn't look bad. It won't look bad. All these holes and shit will all be covered up once everything goes in. So, headers. I had the American Racing headers. I was told they would fit. Horrible fitment. Didn't fit with the setup I had. Maybe for different setups. Not trying to down talk them. I think for UPR, they work really well with the 6R80. I have a HAE K member with the 6R80. Fitment was horrible. I was told they would fit. I didn't really trust it, whatever. But they actually didn't fit. Check this out though, guys. I want to show you guys this shit real quick. Domino's Pizza guy has a S550, loud as shit too. Anyway, so they didn't fit. I was told they would fit. I've been going through a huge hassle. I don't want to put any companies on blast or anything like that, but I mean, it's been going on a month now. They got their headers about 3.5 weeks ago. I still have yet to receive a refund, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I ended up going with the Kooks long tube headers. Let me tell you, man, the fitment on these things is fucking awesome. Like, literally perfect. Everything fits perfect. Try to get you guys a good view of it. Not even close to hitting the K member. Got a bunch of room right there. The area around the starter is fucking perfect. Excuse the train. Everything. The only thing I did have to do, and I don't know if this is just maybe because I didn't have them bolted up all the way. Let me try to get in there. But if you see the starter right there, I just grinded it down a little bit on my grinder right there. Grinded a little bit just for a little extra clearance right here. Up there, right there. Other than that, everything bolted on perfect. I still have to bolt down the torque converter. It's a stock torque converter. I did have to change the engine harness. It's different from the manual to the automatic. Change that. I got the Stifler's cross member. Got to put that on. I didn't have to beat anything on the tunnel. Maybe because of the K member. I'm not sure. I've seen some places online say you do have to. These come off. Again, these are Kooks. Here's a part number for you guys. Should be a part number on there somewhere. Those are Kooks. I had to flip these around because the O2 sensor would hit the transmission if it was facing the other way. So flip these around. All that should be fine. I redid basically all the wiring on the car. Again, I didn't hide anything this time. I only took the fenders off to take off my old control pack, but not gonna hide anything this time. Again, it's not a show car, it's a weekend car. Goal is to have maybe 10.6 to 10.9 second car, AC and all that. So I think we could do it. Other than that, fuse box is right here. They did change a couple things on it. I mean, you guys can figure that out if you know how to do it. They did get rid of anything that had to do with AC. On the inside, this car was originally automatic, so nothing big there. I'm actually just cleaning up right now. But here is the junction point, you can call it, fuse panel thing, whatever you want to call it. The fuse does go in between here. I ran the battery from the trunk. Again, the new control pack does not include any of these thick wires like they used to. So I ran the control pack or the battery in the trunk to here, and then this one also goes to the starter, and then from the starter to the alternator, just like I had before. This one here, after the fuse, goes to the actual fuse box up front. So that's gonna be in there. I did have to extend the shit out of these now because I mounted the fuse box on the in the engine bay instead of behind the fender. So I had to extend these. Another change they made, this is now only 3 wires now. Check my old video, same wires. Well, actually 5, but to the steering column, it's only going to be 3. It's going to be a starter request, ignition, and I believe just a power on wire. It just has a hat B, which is hot at all times, is the red one. Ignition, green. Starter, blue. Fuel pump, green. Ground. That is it. Made it a lot simpler. I'm hoping it'll be a lot simpler. Ran it through there. Again, had to extend the wires from to the gas pedal, the electric gas pedal, accelerator pedal, whatever you want to call it. I had to extend those. Again, only using 3 of these. You could check my last video, all the same connections. I haven't cranked it up yet or even like tried to. I'm waiting on a fitting for the transmission cooler, which I do have, and then I need AN lines, and then I need to figure out what I'm going to do about the speedometer. Paddle shifts, I will give you guys an in-depth detail with that. A lot of people have been asking about the paddle shifts. I'm going to give you guys a big, a video basically in-depth. I'm going to try to at least use these as the up-down shifts, maybe this side up, this side down, whatever. Cruise control doesn't work anyway, so I probably could get cruise control working since it's an electric gas pedal. I probably could, but I mean, who the fuck uses it anyway? So paddle shifts, up, down, sport mode. So running through that real quick. Got to figure out what I'm gonna do about the speedometer. One thing I noticed is the wire that I had tapped into to the fuel pump underneath the seat here, the wire was getting like melted. I'm guessing maybe the wire wasn't thick enough or it didn't have an inline fuse. I figured it ran through the fuse box, through the control pack. It obviously didn't, so I soldered in, kind of tapped in right here, soldered in an inline 30 amp fuse, a little thicker wire, ran it to the fuel pump connection, so that should be good. Stock shifter, 4-cylinder shifter. If you're using a 4-cylinder, pay attention to this. If you are using a 4-cylinder, it does not have the bracket that holds the cable. It does not have it. You will have to use the rod from the 4-cylinder. Keep that. Do not throw anything away until you absolutely know you do not need it. Here's a trans cooler I'm running. It's God, what's the fucking brand? Delrail, something like that. It's a -6. I know, kind of small, but I mean, got to be better than the stock one. It's a stock setup, so car's probably gonna make, now that it's auto, I'm guessing anywhere around 430 or so. It was making probably less than that. Shit, it was making 440, 410 before. Probably making, fuck, I don't know, like 415, 420 or something like that. Battery in the trunk, same as before. Thick ground cable here. Try to lighten this up a little bit. Thick ground cable, power wire, emergency shutoff switch, same thing before. See the plates. Get you guys around here. What else? Am I forgetting anything inside? No, same shit. Alright, here is where I had a bit of issues. Again, part number for the Kooks long tubes. Things fit fucking perfect, man. No complaints whatsoever. Kooks makes a fucking great long tube header for these swaps, man. Anyway, so here we have, this is a 96, I believe, shifter cable. I had an issue. Okay, so let's get this out the way first. This is a 4-cylinder shifter. It does not have this bracket here that holds this throttle cable with the two 10mm bolts. I honestly don't remember what they look like on a Fox body, but this has to be from a V8. What I did is I unriveted it. There's 2 rivets. I popped out the rivets from a V8 shifter that I have over there. I'll show you guys right now if I have time. Popped those rivets out and added this bottom bracket that actually has this in it. This piece here that holds the shifter cable. If not, you can run the rod from here to the shifter adapter piece right here facing up. I'll do a video of that because I think that's the route I'm going to go with. That was kind of hard to see, sorry about that. But right here, this one. This is from, where's that? This one here is from Power by the Hour. I don't know why. I think this one was made wrong because when I try to put it the way they have it in the pictures, this piece faces out the wrong way. So maybe mine just got made backwards, whatever. But I put it like this. Again, I still got to grind and fit a couple things in better. It's supposed to stop it. So basically it'll be park, reverse, neutral, drive. Basically just drive through all gears. And then sport mode will be right there. And this is designed to stop it there. Again, this is from a 9495 shifter cable that'll hook up there. Now I don't know how it's gonna be with the exhaust right there. You will have to bend this piece out of the way or cut it off depending on what you're gonna do. I'll probably slice it, bend it up, just in case I ever go back to a manual or something. I could still fold it down, maybe weld it up, whatever. This is the way I routed it. Again, I'll probably change this. I'll probably go with the rod. I got a guy in Texas that might help me out with this. If you use the rod from the 4-cylinder, you can hook it up to here, directly to the shifter piece right here. Face this up instead of down. Face it up, and you can use the rod up and out of the way. I believe would be best. For now, I'm doing this. See how long this lasts. Move this up out of the way, somewhere over here, and we'll see how that works. Other than that, I mean, it's a stock 6R80 from a F-150. I gotta grind it. Like I said, I gotta cut this off. Probably cut this, mount it with one only, maybe bring it in a little bit, grind it down, pull the hole out a little bit and further back, grind it down, push it in a little bit, and it should be fine. Other than that, let's see, same setup as before, same motor, same everything else, same K-member, rear end. Oh, drive shaft. Got a guy in South Bay drive lines making me a drive shaft. It's going to be straight from the F-150 flange to the 8.8 flange. I believe 1350 U joints. So he gave me a pretty good price. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I think it was less than 600 bucks. And it has lifetime balancing and like a year warranty or some shit like that. I'm not 100% sure, but for the most part, that's where we're at. I know I was going to do the 4-cylinder swap to V8 on the hatchback 93 back there. You can see it with this motor. That's on hold for now. I got to get this shit done first, get this out of the garage, and then I can do the other one. There's a radiator and fan, the 18 manifold I have. I have one for sale, as a matter of fact. I'm in Northern California in the Sacramento area. Stockton to be exact, but I have a ported 18 and then I have a regular 18. This one my car made 440 with just that, BBK long tubes, and a Roush stock air intake. So that's where we're at with that. I know I haven't made a video in a while, just an update for you guys as I get closer to getting it finished. It's all basic shit, man. Same swap, just the only thing different is a 6R80. I'll update you guys more. Probably do like a fire up video, first drive, whatever. But for now, that's it. I'm going to have to run custom exhaust, meaning probably get like a universal X-pipe or maybe like a pipes X-pipe, something cheap, X-pipe, and then just have it cut up, no cats, and then a 3-inch all the way back. Please don't ask me what I do about smogs and shit in California, man, because smogged at one time as a 4-cylinder, haven't done it since then. Once the smog or registration does expire, it'll probably just be a track only car. I don't know what I'm going to do from there, but they ask me that shit all the time. It's not 100% California smog legal, so that's it, man. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll do my best to answer them. Again, this is my first 6R80 swap, so I'm learning as I go, just like you. Thank you.